GMGers and GMGettes, are you ready?
Countdown, 60 seconds to get ready for the Good Morning Gang morning show. It's time to get ready. Get your coffee, tea, trees, or whatever need be. Then put on your seatbelt. We're going on a journey. We'll discuss trending topics, music and breaking news to help get your morning right. Big Phil speaks, giving you his one-of-a-kind point of view. It's a GMG, and we're family. So as we count down to the start of the show, prepare for the unexpectedly. If you know, you know. Tell 1 to 7 of your friends to come in. Share your love for the show. We're about to begin. The GMG countdown.
Yeah, it's time to wake yourself up. It's the Good Morning Gang morning show. You feel me?
Good morning to you.
Looky, what do we have here? I don't know, probably the best morning show ever hit the atmosphere. Let's be clear, there's plenty of others that do it B.I.G. But keeping it a buck though, none to get you up though like G&G. With all the news and real point of views you can use, light and heavy topics we peruse, even a laugh or two. What you talking? Good morning gang, be the issue, and take your friends and them can and all come on in, tune in. You ain't gonna want them mistake, and even the chosen haters that hate us, we end up being their favorite. Cause from 8 to 10, we get it in, believe that. I mean, from where else could you go when you a part of the show? Definitely GMG, cause when you show love, we show love back. First thing in the morning, we get you through, so after the yawning, wash up and wipe your face, get your snacks and come on in, get comfy, but most importantly, in all caps,
Good morning, gang. I was muted. I was muted and booted. Listen, it's been a morning. It's been a morning, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know what it is. It's the Good Morning Gang morning show brought to you by myself and that good GMG. Good morning, gang. Listen, I know Piggy Lays. Listen, before I get into the roll call, listen, I'm gonna have to give the warning, especially for this episode. If y'all ain't seen what's going on with the thumbnail, it's a lot to unpack today, so I definitely got to get my warnings in. Warning, warning.
Warning, warning, warning.
Federal law, Title 17 U.S.C. Section 107 allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted material under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. Fair use allows for the quoting of copyrighted material in the creation of a new work for purposes included but not limited to criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, or research. Fair use preserves the free flow of culture, baby. That part.
That part, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah. All right. Hold on. Listen. We about to do the roll call. Today has been one of them mornings. IG, I don't think is joining us this morning, but they'll be back tonight. It's nothing but a thing, huh? You got to learn how to adapt. Bobby Wig like Mike Tyson in his prime. Listen, we in the building. Who we got in here? Crack, baby, crack, baby, salute, GMG. Rashad Houston, the home team, GMG. Frank Murphy, DC Mumbo Sauce. Are you talking about the thumbnail? I put that together. Yes, I clickety clack, but I let him. I said I had to. You know what I'm saying? I wanted it to say something. I wanted to have a message behind it. You hear me? Hopefully y'all like it. Miss Piggy Lace, good morning, GMG. Happy Friday. Sabrina C is in the place to be. Donnell G. GMG, what's goody like the mob? Tina B. Marie, what's up? Des and D, part of that HR team, is in the building. Super. What's up? Listen, Polo Dolo riding solo for that Kansas City way. What's goody like the mob, huh? Yeah, baby. Tiffany. Good morning to ye. She's in the building, huh? Oh, the intro. Yeah. No. Yeah. DC Mama, so I was lost for a minute. You caught me off guard, Frank. Caught me off guard, homie. Yes, definitely. I put a little, you know what I'm saying. Put my little, put my little, yeah. I'm talking about, but it's all good. Anyway, we keeping it moving on. It's Friday, the 22nd of May, 2026. I'm improvising as I go. I had a little snafu where the TV went out. I mean, the computer went out. My roadcaster went out all at once, which messed up IG being prepared to go live with all the other outlets. X, formerly known as Twitter's, Twitch, Facebook, etc. So right now, IG taking a break till tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, tonight, tap and tune in. Feel the Love Fridays is here. 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You feel me? Listen, I'm going to keep it pushing. I'm going to keep it push. Yeah. Huh? If you're in the building, no matter where you are watching from, come on over to YouTube and do your boy a favor. Hit that thumbs up one time for the one time. Boop, boop. While you at it, if you haven't done so, if you've been under a rock, living in the mountains, off grid, or wherever the hell you've been, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Boop, boop. More importantly, after you did that, hit the notification bell, something like this. Bing! So you be in the know whenever the Good Morning Gang morning show drops. What? Whenever Feel the Love Fridays drop. What? When I come and tap in with Big Phil Speaks drops. What? Or anything else that I put on this good Big Phil Speaks channel. What? You'll be amongst the first to know. You feel me? Big Phil DeMarco. That part, huh? Listen, ladies and gentlemen, who else we got in the building? Charlie Hustle. What's goody like the mob? Good morning to ye. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, y'all play too much, especially you ladies. You ladies play too damn much, huh? Why y'all had to do this, homie, like this? Why y'all he was playing on his game, minding his business? Clickety clack, clickety click, click, clack, 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 shoot him, shot, all that, huh? The reason that we're here was goody like the mob. Why y'all got to play the brother like that, huh? With the prank or whatever the case may be. He looked like he was losing his breath. He looked like, oh, death had become him and all that good stuff. Y'all check it out, huh?
Bruh.
Why was he putting it?
Babe,
Yeah.
our followers, you will kiss me with no hesitation.
Yeah.
I told our followers that you would give me a kiss with no hesitation. Don't embarrass me.
Did you just tell them you spit on me though? All right.
Why are you doing that? I will kiss you with morning breath.
You ate some ass. You ate some ass. Oh, you ate some ass. Who ass you ate? Man, I'm gonna kill. Oh, you put it on your lips.
Oh, you ate some ass. Listen, y'all need to stop playing so much, huh? Listen, it's all good to have fun in your relationship and trick each other a little bit, little pranky poo and all that, but not literally with the poo on the pranky, huh? And then she put it right there, knowing she gonna have to smell it for however long it's up under her nose, and then she kissed her man and put it all on his lip. You don't know what's in that damn far spray. You don't know how long that's gonna last or whatever the case may be. What's up with y'all ladies, huh? Fellas, what you doing in a moment like that, huh? What you doing in a moment like that? Do you go into instant battle? Do you go into instant combat? Now, I'm not talking about no DV situation. I ain't talking about no DV situation. But what I am talking about is retribution, huh? Don't try this at home, ladies and gentlemen. Don't try this at home. As you can see, fellas, you just can't win. Listen, if she gonna prank you, let her go on and prank you and get it out the way because we can't win, huh? Literally, figuratively, and content-wise. We better leave that alone, fellas. Leave that alone. But ladies, come on, ladies, do us right. Charlie, you feel me? Somebody say, I'm gonna do that to your hat. You gotta do it to your mustache first, girl. What you talking about? You gotta do that to your the 5 o'clock shadow under your nose. What you talking about, huh? Hey, Charlie, what are we supposed to do when the game won't let us go? Yeah. Before I move forward, matter of fact, now I'm going to tell this next story. Listen, fellas, yeah, you heard me. Yo, what? You heard me. We down bad out here, fellas. We better treat her like a lady. Listen, we better start doing our honey buns, our boo-boo bun things, our wives and our spouses better than what we doing. And ladies, this applies to y'all too. Right now, we'll talk about the fellas, huh? Because you might find yourself in a situation like this. You might find yourself at the shiggity end of the bullshiggity you've been doing, huh? Check this out, huh? This wife here was on point with it. Oh, let me, in the words of Queena, let me tell you.
Right, you ready for your birthday surprise?
All right, should we switch driver to passenger?
Why would we do that? You don't know what the surprise is.
Well, I thought it was the usual.
Which is?
You know, where I drive and you crawl half onto my side and take a little nap. I about crashed the car.
Anyways. Have you ever been down this road?
No, what is this turn the fuck around way?
You haven't been to this neighborhood before?
No, I
Well, I saw they had some houses for sale over here. I was looking maybe to think we could possibly look at it. They have an open house.
No, let's get the hell out of here.
Why?
I need to go to the gas station and take a piss.
Well, lucky for you, you can take a pee right about here.
Oh, God.
Because you know this house, right?
No,
Yeah.
I don't know any of these houses, but all I can say is let's go.
You know this house.
I really gotta pee, let's go.
Well, great. You know this house, so I'm sure
No.
she'll let you in to go pee.
No, let's go.
No.
Turn the corner,
No,
let's go.
get out of my house.
I'm
Get
not
out.
getting out here.
Get out of my car.
Are you nuts?
Are you nuts? You're the one who's been dating someone off of dating apps
Yeah.
that lives here.
Okay, yeah, I've been to this house a bunch. Can we please just
I
get
know.
the
I
hell
checked
out
your
of here?
location the last week, and every night you've gone somewhere, it's been here.
I have no idea who's here besides that person. We need to go now.
You're not going. You're getting out of my car. I'm not leaving till you get
No.
out. Yeah. Do you want me to call the cops?
I prefer you did that instead of me having to go now.
Well, let me go ahead and call them then, or you can get out.
I'm not
You have
getting
5 seconds to decide.
I hate you.
I keep bitch.
Bye. Don't let the door hit you.
Never does.
Fellas, he got just what the figured he asked for. Listen, she found him the hell out and told him to get the hell out. Drove the Bama to the girl place. Well, Bama said, I don't know if her peoples is there because the girl must got somebody too. He's like, no, come on and leave. Please, I'm going to go take a doo-doo now. Nah, it's too late for that. Peep scheme, Wagwan, brethren. Listen, it's too, that's right, caught. You don't need to. Sometimes you don't need to show cheaters. Sometimes the woman or the man is on point. They finding out all the deets. They finding out all the details. Like have at it, just like 78. What's good? They like the mob. Good morning. Listen, fellas, fellas, don't let your second head pause. No diddy put you in a situation where you lose your marriage, lose your relationship, lose the love of your life over a moment's pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Probably some rank stank nanny in the first place. Some probably unkept, immoral punani twani. Look, she she said, "Get your ass out," or do I need to call the police? When she probably was going like, "Help! He's hitting me. He's bothering me." Ah, is it worth it, fellas? Is it worth it for however many minutes or however many times you get you a little dip and go? Is it worth losing your livelihood, your family, your boo-boo bun thing, your wife, your house, or your life? Be careful out here, huh? Y'all are grown, so do what grown folks do. Have at it. Whatever floats your boat. But what I'ma say is, you better measure what's really important in this world and what the hell ain't, huh? Y'all better start fantasizing your wife in certain outfits. Say, baby, put this on, huh? And put this wig on or something. Role play or something. If you want some differences, make the differences be within your home and in your relationship and in your marriage. So you end up like that Bama right there, assed out and literally outside of the vehicle, huh? He probably paid for that vehicle too. Look, get your ass the hell out, or I'm calling the police. He looked at him like, you bitch, don't call her a name now. It ain't her fault you stepped out of a stepping out champ. It ain't your fault. I mean, it ain't her fault. We got to be responsible and accountable for our own actions, ladies and gentlemen. We have to be accountable for our own actions. Huh? Listen, before I move forward, y'all know what it is, ladies and gentlemen. It is episode 306 of them things. What the what? What the what? I want y'all to look at this picture and unpack it. You see who's at the top of it, just evilly gleaming and grinning down on everything. Y'all see the private prison industry. Y'all see the flag with the triple A's in it, huh? You see the dude in the ominous figure in the pitchfork in the back of the field overlooking lady and gentlemen as they are doing the unthinkable. In the middle, you got people marching, rioting, protesting for freedom, for the right to vote, for justice, for peace, and damn sure for no damn Jim Crow. You hear me? And on the other side, you got two individuals. Matter of fact, I should have started that way. Two homeless individuals that are down on their luck going through it. And then you switch that back to the right side. They are being forced to do slave labor. We're gonna get into that today, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna get into that. What the what? It's a lot to unpack today. It's a lot to unpack. Listen, it's Friday, but I got to get to it like only I know how to do it. Y'all might want to share this with a friend or two because we going up your way today. We going up today. Listen, it's a lot to unpack here. Listen, our resident Bama racist Bama, the Dud, huh? He's learning in real time what it looked like to be in our shoes, huh? He wanted to be out here doing all this Bama shiggity, calling people the N-word and talk about they champion and all these things. Got him and trying to incite violence, threatening people to use violence, and he ended up ending in some violence to where he shot somebody who got tired, who got fed up with his bullshiggery, and he ended up shooting himself. So not only did he shoot a gentleman to which he's charged, but the dummy shot itself too, even if it grazed him or actually fully penetrated. Pause. He shot himself in the midst of his own bullshittery. Now, guess what? I talked priorly where they gave him a $1.25 million bond, a $1.25 million bond. Well, the judge lowered it. The judge lowered it, but by this much, so to speak. Instead of it being 1.25 million, 250,000. They knocked off 250,000. They said, "We gonna give you a discount today, 250 off for your bond." So he still got $1 million bonds. But here's the caveat. Here's the caveat, ladies and gentlemen. He cannot use any of the donations or monies he's received from his Gift and Go account. Gift and Go is like GoFundMe or whatever the case may be. The judge said none of that money can be used as a part of his bond to get him out. And I don't know if he has to pay the whole bond or 10%. In some states, they make you pay 2 to 3% or whatever the case may be. As little as 2 to 3%. I don't know which one it is, but his ass can't use none of that money, huh? None of that money. So sorry for, oops, no, I'm not sorry for you, Batman. Sure, the dud. This is what you get. Welcome to our world. Since you want to talk about us folks and talk about what we doing, and you want to be you want to be in the limelight, but now your light is getting dimmed in that dim ass cell that you sitting in crying away. And we're not gonna forget about Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross, you got some explaining to do. How does Bama got your phone number first and foremost? Allegedly, if that was him calling your line. Allegedly. Second of all, why he got your number, huh? Is this your type of friend? Huh? Is this the people you pal around and buddy around with? But you want to have us on some of your little episodes or your little stream or whatever the case may be. And I'm not saying little stream like it's a small stream. He got millions of followers. We need to understand, Aiden Ross. Is this real? Is that your friend? Is that your ideology? Do you support the Bama ish he been doing? We still ain't all for that, Bama. We need to find out what's going on. Act finally stood on business with the bootlegger Myron and about this idiot. Listen. Chud the Don. Sit tight, young man. Sit tight, huh? Sit tight. You might be there for a moment, huh? As you should. And you facing a rack of them years, huh? Punk. Even though he probably, I don't know what his record is like. I don't know what his background history is like as far as record, but yeah. Sometimes you reap what you sow, sometimes you get what you ask for. You've been asking for this bullshiggery for the longest. Huh? Where your Proud Boys at? Where the good old boys at? Where your little racist, bigoted friends at? You coming up with no money to get you out? Are they chimping? Are they chimping by not getting your Bama ass out of jail, Mr. Chudda Dud? Huh? Is that where's all you? Where's the head? Okay, where's Frumpy Frump at? Why Frumpy Frump at? Let him out immediately. Where's he at, huh? Sit your ass down, Chudda Dud. Listen, I'm gonna keep it pushing. I'm gonna keep moving on. But yeah. Let this be an example for a lot of you racist bastards. Let this be an example of what not to do in life. Of what not to do in life. Here's an update, ladies and gentlemen. An update. I previously reported on a SEX club, a secret SEX club, Dallas, Texas. I don't know what the hell is going on in Dallas, Texas. Since Mo 3 got on the live, it's been a lot of bullshittery going on. Bab Wilson, good morning to ye. It's been a lot of bullshittery since Mo 3 done, you know what I'm saying, got on the live or whatever the case may be. If y'all been watching and paying attention, that trial is coming up, I think in the next couple months or something like that. But it's a whole big thing. They got a big ass community. They call it the Mo 3 sector, and then it's broken off into groups of content creators, reporters, or whatever the case may be. And I've been watching, and it's a lot of layers in this. The Rainwater, who's the manager of Mo 3, be in and out of some of these lives and spaces. Uh, Baby mothers and the girl who house over the night he got hit, and all the things. It's a lot going on. If y'all August, thank you, Tiffany, thank you in August. Mo 3 trial coming up in August. It's a lot going on down there. It's very interesting. If you they're actually if you listen to it, if you tune in, they're actually trying this case online. And what the amount of information, good, bad, and indifferent that they're coming up with from actual participants. The Bama who alleged to be the gunman that y'all see on the video holding the joint or whatever the case may be on the highway has gotten on a couple calls and called in. He got him a little horn in jail. However, that's the worst thing he could do doing a murder trial. His lawyer, if he seen that, has to admonish that Bama. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? Huh? What is wrong with you? Then come to find out some girl that Mo 3 was hitting or whatever the case may be, supposedly called the police on the shooter, allegedly. Allegedly. Then you got accusations against Rainwater from this person, that person, and these individuals, or whatever the case may be. August 24th to be exact. Okay. On these individuals. Then you got Rainwater throwing tidbits out here. Then you got another young lady that goes by the name of 88 that knows all the players and partners involved in this. She friends with a lot of people. She part of the nightlife, the city life, the Dallas life, or whatever the case may be. She was cool with Mo Trizzy. They say allegedly one of them babies is Mo 3's, but I don't know nothing about nothing, so I don't know. She was cool with Yellow Beezy, who's on the other side of the situation, who's implicated as being the mastermind or the person that paid out the money to get all this done. Listen, she's cool with all the individuals. If you ever been to Dallas or you're from Texas or you're around it, Dallas and Fort Worth and all the little sub city sections and all this. It's like all tied up in Dallas County and outlying areas or whatever the case may be. And it reminds me of DC, but so much bigger because everybody and their mama know you. Either they know you or they know somebody that know you. And it's all intertwined. And this 88 girl, she's an interesting character. She's an interesting character. She look, Reason said, "Yep." She's a very interesting character. I think she's gonna be great one day if she shut the hell up about this Mo3 case because she's involving herself a little bit too much. It's a lot of stuff going on. Ratchet TV, salute to Ratchet TV. I'll be watching him. He's knee deep in all this. You would think that his brother was Mo3. You would think that his son was Mo3. You would have thought that his daddy was Mo3 the way he covering this situation. It kind of opens the door for the conversation like what's too much journalism, what's too much meteorologistness, what is too much reporting on a situation. Some people say, well, these people aren't in the streets and this, that, and the third. But I beg to differ because on these lives and whatnot, there'll be street people camming up and talking. And they talking, some of them saying, y'all doing too much. Shut your ass up. Verbally, they trying to hint, and then others right in the mix in the middle of the business. And I'm just like, Lord, have mercy. What are these people thinking about? I just think with some of the players that are involved, it's a dangerous situation to just but they be going and having at it. It's very intriguing and very interesting. If you get a chance to peruse these YouTube streets and find yourself over in the Mo3 sector, as they call it, and find out what's going on, you can be like, well, I'll be damned. And it's like, y'all, yeah, it's for us that read books, back in the days, they had them books with the multiple endings, and you had choices to go this way or that way, and it'll take you to a certain page in the book, and the story could change depending on which way you choose to go. That's what's going on with the Mo3 sector and their investigative work and lives or whatever. But they put so much out there that the detectives in the case are actively watching Ratchet TV and other individuals involved. Rainwater has kind of somewhat admonished Ratchet like you're doing too much. You might be messing the case up, or you reporting on too much. And Ratchet like, F all that. I'm gonna do what I wanna do, huh? He talking like he the roughest, toughest out here, but he a family man, so he need to chill just a little bit. I don't know about his outside background, but it gets real in the field. It gets real in the field, and they got a lot of guns down there. But I'm gonna leave that alone, ladies and gentlemen. As I was speaking on, that got me into talking about the Mo3 situation in this sector and all the things going on. Is there's an update on that SEX club that I talked to y'all about, the one, and they had the people sitting outside. And I made mention that I ain't seen not nail woman out there. I ain't seen a woman, HOE 304, none of that. I seen a lot of fellas. I seen a lot of fellas, huh? Not gonna lie, people always gossip about street politics. The internet made it easily accessible in the past. If you were in the streets, you heard street news. Not everybody hears the news. That's a fact. That's a fact. I had a homie that was locked him down, Lord and Frank Murphy. He knew what went on the street right after it happened. I mean, when I say right after it happened, right after it happened. I'm like, you locked down. How you know about like Slim listen, my ear on the street as we speak. And I'm just like, damn it. That that tripped me out when he was down Lorton and he knew what went on the street less than 24 hours ago. I was like, yeah. The pipeline is real, but now with these internet streets, it's like bloop, all in your face. But anyway, this SES club in Dallas, this owner is how can I put it? He acting like this is some legitimate, some legal activities, whatever. He said, as long as they are consensual and they pay the fee to get in, they can do what they want to do. I'm like, what the hell is going? Y'all listen to this, Bama. I, Dallas, I don't know what the hell y'all got going on down there, Dallas. Lord, y'all better get out the way because when I come move down there, Dallas, I don't want none of this bullshittery around me, Dallas. Especially not this.
Dallas police call this a sexual encounter center, but it's a production studio with private pop-up events to owner Israel Luna.
You pay a cover charge, and it's for 21 and up for adults only, and then whatever happens, happens.
Last month, police raided it, detained 48 people, and reported everyone they spoke to paid $35 to have sex with each other inside.
As long as people are consenting, anything goes.
But Luna says the charge he promoted prostitution here is bogus. He says he's held these types of events since 2019.
Over the years, we've probably had thousands and thousands of people come in and out of the studio. Where's the person running outside saying, rescue me because they're prostituting me?
Texas Penal Code says you cannot solicit someone to engage in sexual conduct with another person for money. Luna also faces a charge he was not properly licensed.
Did you never stop and think, maybe I'm a sexually oriented business?
Yes, that's why I had sent them an email a second time saying, are you sure we're not?
Luna says city staff told him he did not need that kind of permit. But even if he did get one, the rules say no sexual contact is allowed. Luna says he's prepared for a legal fight and says everyone at the event was a consenting adult.
Where are the victims? The victims are us because the police did this to us and they ruined our entire business thing. They ruined our lives.
In Dallas, I'm Cole Sullivan.
What the hell is going on down there, Dallas? Is there something in the water? Is there something in the air? What the hell is going on? Now, I was listening, and now I got it, right? He's trying to say it's a private situation, and it's people pay to come in, and two consensual adults do whatever they do, whatever it is they want to do, right? But here's the caveat. Here's the gotcha. Here's the it's my understanding that he had been promoting these events. When you're promoting that, now you're soliciting. When you're promoting, now you're soliciting. And that's where they got him at, huh? Plus, they probably don't know how to exactly tax this situation, and they don't know if it's going to cause a health crisis or whatever the case may be. But by promoting these events, that's soliciting for SEA. The Reason said, heard about that spot, never been there though. Hey, Reason, you ain't got the lie, champ. Was you in the building? Oh, hold on. I ain't gonna play with Reason. Hold up, Reason. When I seen it, I ain't see no ladies out there, Reason. I ain't seen not near ladies out there. I saw fellas, and couple of them looked a little. They grown though. They can do what they want to do with whoever they want to do it with. I'm just saying. It looked like it was a little one-sided. It was a little one-sided. He said, hell no. Damn it, Jim. Listen, I don't know what's in the water down there, but I need y'all to get that water filtration right. I need it to be a little more alkaline when I touch down, finally, and all the things. I'm gonna need y'all to get that Bama out the way. I'm gonna need y'all to get the Mo 3 sector over there somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And I know the streets get real, the streets get active down there as they do everywhere, whatever the case may be. It's off Harry Hines. Yep. That's the hooker capital of Texas. Damn it. Listen. Oh, but hold up, though, Reason. How you know it's the hooker capital of Texas, Reason? How you be knowing, brother? Let me find out on the late night stroll, looking for a hoe. Listen, ladies and she said, yup. Damn it, Jim. Look, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot going on, but I'm from DC. It's a known fact. He's right. I'm from DC, so I'm used to all that. I remember down Vermont Avenue, 15th Street, 14th Street, K Street, and all that was a whole stroll. I remember they used to have peep shows on on 14th Street. Once you got past K Street, matter of fact, maybe a couple street up from K Street, but there used to be an arcade right there, 14th and K. And then right past that, an arcade, mind you, big old arcade. Then right past that, going down 14th Street, blocks from the White House, they had peep shows, adult toy stores, all kinds of salacious bullshit down there. Mind you, uh, the 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 White House is off 16th Street, 16th and like ish, somewhere off in there. K Street ain't but a couple blocks up, and Vermont Avenue kind of cuts diagonally through and hits the park. I think Lafayette Park that's right across from the White House, or whatever the case may be. But at a time, I remember going down on the bus with my mother. We going downtown, and my mother was like, "Don't look out the window, look forward." And you know, my bad ass, I'm like this. Pep, because there was a lot of things to see back in the days, especially at the nighttime. You come through there in the nighttime on that 50 bus, yeah, on that 50, 52, or 54, you gonna see you some things. Life has changed though. Life has changed because they cleaned all that up. However, for many years, that was a whole stroll and nightlife area, red light district, right there, blocks from the White House. Could you believe that? Can you believe that, huh? Pimps and everything, and the big caddies and whatnot, Buicks and all kinds of things back in the day, looking like Pretty Tony and all them. Iceberg Slim. It was a time. So I say all that to say I'm used to things that go on, right? I'm used to seeing, hearing about, and actually participate, not in that type stuff, but other street activities at a time or whatever. So it's nothing new under the sun. Nothing new under the sun. But I tell you what, the way they rapping about that Mo 3 case, why the way they chopping it up and talking and yippity yapping or whatever the case may be. I was watching the video. Some of y'all that been following the platform, flipping and me for a long time. Y'all remember a dude named Duke Pharaoh? Duke Pharaoh, who's from Texas. His IG page is King Duke Pharaoh. He used to come up in the, on Flip Lives. He used to come up on the recap, and he used to come up on a couple of my lives or whatever the case may be. Very outspoken, brother. He talking about how he either I think you can't remember either he smacked Charleston White or he was going to smack Charleston White because he knew what barbershop Charleston White frequented or whatever. He was in between Texas and Las Vegas or whatever. He's been in the middle of this Mo 3 conversation order because he knows a lot of the people, whatever the case may be. I'm like, damn, for Dallas to be so spread out with all these little subsections and cities, everybody and their mama know each other. You remember that reason? Yeah. I seen him on. I said, "Hold up, is that him?" I was telling a friend of mine that looked like his face was all dry, like he had some powder on his face, and so I don't know what. But shout out, shout out to the homie Duke Pharaoh. Shout out to him or whatever. But yeah, it's very, very interesting for some of y'all folks that like juiciness, salaciousness, drama, and all the things. It's all of that rolled up in one. It's like a these channels that break down cases, law and crime cases and stuff like that. It's a little bit mixed in with that, mixed in with drama, mixed in with toxicity, mixed in with salaciousness and you know actual antics, mixed in with cussing your mama and your brother out. It's a plethora. It's all rolled up in one big old ball, and these people know each other. And one minute they mad at each other, the next minute they on each other's side, and the theories keep changing from was it rainwater? Was it this one? Was it one of the baby mamas? Was it a jump off that set it up? You know what I'm talking about? The shooter. Hold on. This ain't even the half of it. The shooter is a down low brother who's messing with trannies and all kind. It's a lot, and then they saying it's another brother that might have been on the low ski too. It's a lot going on with that case. I was like, and allegedly, but they had the tranny lover up there on one interviewing them and all that. I said this stuff here is crazy. Allure for sure. Welcome to the building. Even though the Dallas Fort Worth area is spread out, it's only so many spots you can go. That's why everybody know everybody. If you in the mix, you'll bump into somebody one way or another. And the reason that's what was going on from what I'm hearing, whole lot of bumping into each other, a lot of jealousy, a lot of envy, a lot of backbiting, and a lot of these dudes came up together and for whatever reason, intent and purposes fell out whether it was over money, whether it was over fame, whether it was over a boo boo bun thing or whatever. Because the gist that I'm getting at, this one is sleeping with that one, and that one is sleeping with this one, and they sleeping with each other. And they jealous. One of the shooters, one of the people involved, allegedly, Mo 3 was over his people's house the night before, the night that it happened or whatever. And he left from there. That's when he got on the highway at some point. And yeah, That's when all that went down, allegedly, but it's a lot. Y'all gotta check it out if you get interested. If you get interested. If you're interested. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But it's all over IG. All you gotta do is type in both 3 and I'm shitty. It will pop up at some point or whatever. Reason I'm pretty sure you probably be in them lives in spaces like this too. Sarah Lynn, come on in. Someone turned me and my sister's TLC story into TikTok true crime multi-episode drama. I stumbled across it a few months ago. It's a big lane. It's a big lane. Y'all might not remember there was a girl named Melly. There's a girl named Melly that used to tap into my lives, especially Feel the Love or whatever. She became a moderator for a spell or whatever till she stopped coming around because I think she was trying to, get more people to come where she was at. So I had removed her from moderator. She's not blocked or nothing. Shout out to Melly. But she does like a law and crime type of channel, whatever the case may be. But yeah, if y'all remember her, she used to come through or whatever, and people was trying to put us together. Why y'all always want to put me with a female that happen to either be on the platform or part of the platform or want to cam up to just do content or be heard in the platform? Why y'all always trying to match make and all the things? Leave me alone. I ain't got no problem getting with a lady. I am picky though. But anyway, shout out to Dallas, Texas. I'm gonna move right next door. I'm gonna move on to Houston, Texas. There's been a lot of viral videos going around about this damn Houston, Texas individual, this attorney who's racist would allegedly use the N-word towards a lady or two at the courthouse or whatever the case may be. And they are upset about it. A couple Texas activists, one of them you gonna know very well. One of them you gonna know very well. Let me read what I need to read, then I'm gonna play the video, whatever the case may be. Where we at? Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, video shows activist Dr. Candace Matthews. You know her with the cowboy hat, very outspoken, light-skinned woman, and Quanell X, who's another polarizing activist down there in Texas, confronting attorney Michael Phillips following reports that he used a racial slur repeatedly during a child custody trial. Dr. Matthews and Quanell X were seen confronting Phillips about his alleged use of the N-word as he entered the courtroom. After exiting, Phillips was asked for a comment about the situation. However, he was not allowed to make a comment. I bet he wasn't. Nelly Nail, Uptown Jay from around the way was goody like the mob. I forgot about her. What happened? No, she's still around. She be doing her shows or whatever. She be doing her shows. She wasn't ever a co-host or nothing, so you know. But here you go. Watch this video, ladies and gentlemen. They standing on business. You hear me?
So here we go. So Mr. Nigga right here. Yeah, that's your ass.
So you the one
I
like
want
saying
you the
N-word,
one
right?
like call people niggas.
You gonna
Call me a
N-word?
call me one.
I bet you won't call in front of a black man like
I bet
that.
you won't call
In
me
fact,
no.
let me help you. You call a black woman N-word, call me that.
No, call me that.
I dare you to do it, and I swear for God, I'll make you taste the ancestors.
Me too.
You a coward. Call that black woman the N-word. You a real coward,
Why
man.
would you
We'll
do
catch you
that?
inside.
Now go ahead.
Go right ahead.
Go ahead.
I guarantee you wouldn't do it in front of me.
Come on.
I know. In fact, I know you won't. Say the N-word in front of me.
Come on. Go on in there.
And I give you a taste everything for the ancestors.
Go on in
Say
there.
it. Say it in front of me. I dare you to say it. What is your name? It's Quanell X, but you'll learn it real well today.
Yeah.
Say it. I bet you won't say N-word in my face. See, you talk to black women like that by themselves. You intimidate black women by themselves. But a black man, you won't open your goddamn mouth. I dare you to say it.
With that hearing aid.
I dare you to say it.
With that hearing aid in your ear and shit. Get your old lady. What? Run around here with your bald head, little spotted little face looking. But ain't playing with you.
Sir, would you like to make a comment about what you said or about what happened?
I'm not allowed to make a comment at the present.
So, you make a statement online or anything like that?
Who are you?
Were you witness of what happened?
There's a public statement online that is circulating. What I will say is I thank everyone for their support in coming today. My goal has been and always remains protecting my client's rights and advocating for those rights. I believe that the court should be a place of decency, respect, and integrity, and I am glad that everyone here today believes in those values and are standing in solidarity with those values. Thank you.
Took it upon himself to be a bully, to intimidate a black female in the courtroom. But when a black man got in his face, he cowered up, cowered down. He could not hear a rat piss on cotton. At the end of the day, this man's a coward, and we're not going to tolerate anyone bullying black females, using the N-word, and think he can intimidate them and frighten them, and those sisters don't have backup. No, we will rise to the occasion and send that bigot a clear, crystal message. Hands off of black females. We're not going to tolerate that.
And then, and one other thing in regards to by us being here in Brazoria County is a majority minority county now. So those times of lynching, those times of racist behavior, especially how so comfortable that he was in that courtroom, is over. We will no longer tolerate it, and we will rise to the occasion, and we will expose it, and we will shut you down.
What? Listen, Sarah Lynn, that's not true. Talking about Phil, you the only one closely following Texas happenings. That's not true. There's a plethora of people that's in here that's from Texas. A plethora of people, male and female, from various areas: Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, and a couple other areas in Texas. So no, I definitely try to provide news and happenings from all over the country so that everybody's included or whatever the case may be. Tasting my ancestors. Oh, yeah, they getting on his is not ye. When he said, I'll make you taste the ancestors, I had to clutch my pearl. Damn it. They made the ancestors proud, extremely proud. That's a fact. The one though. Rich, what's up, Rich? Knight Wilson said, Amen, amen. Listen, he stood on Quanell X and Candace Matthews stood on business. You hear me? Not business, business. Huh? Y'all better stop playing with us, whatever the case may be. Here in another situation, y'all know the fella Humble Zay, who's on a journey to go across the country, or whatever the case may be, for awareness and to raise money for I think it's a center that he's putting together, or whatever the case may be. The same brother that got hit by the car while he was walking with his car, or whatever the case may be. Now he's in a situation where he's being harassed. Now he's in a situation where he's been a little bit of profile, and allegedly he is because he's in a sundown town or whatever the case may be. I'm not sure if he's in a sundown town, but if you listen to one of the officers, he's kind of young too, and his terminology as to who the colored people, like that term is still supposed to be active in 2026. It lets you know he might be in the wrong goddamn town. Hurry up and get up out of there. Yeah, they need to check on him. He stayed in the sundown town. That's a fact. They ain't hiding it yet. Listen, y'all watch this video. Y'all watch this video and understand in 2026, we still got to be on our pivot. We got to be on our swivel. We got to keep our third eye open as well as our other two regular eyes. We better keep it open because there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Y'all pay attention to this. Humble Zay. We need some more brothers out there walking with that brother because he need to be protected. That part, huh?
You got guys up there. There's a couple of dudes up there that are saying shit like, they're going after you because you guys are the colored people. That's what I'm not trying to be racist or nothing.
No,
I'm putting it straight to you. I'm not.
Yeah. That's why I wanted you to say it to him.
There's no damage here. That's fiberglass. So if you're gonna back into something like that, you're gonna have that's gonna be caved in. So there's nothing on there. So and your hitch definitely didn't get deep enough to get up into the mud and stuff. So I don't see nothing here worth, there's nothing to pursue because the damages to that pipe would be 10 times worse than what it would be to this. So
You think we should leave? We shouldn't even be there because they.
No, it's
yesterday is a sundown town. Then he said the Bulls called and said we two black males that's on drugs. Come on, bro.
Drugs.
You watch me all day. What drugs did I take today? See what I'm talking about, bro?
So I'm assuming you follow God.
Yeah.
What Bible do you use?
I use the King James version.
Yeah.
My favorite scripture, 1 James verses 1 through 3. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work.
Listen, Shirley says, someone called the cops on him while he was walking. I follow him. He had a crew with him now, and they're in the RV. Yeah, they keep the RV. The RV goes one place and sits, and after so many miles of him walking or whatever, he calls it a day. He calls it quit for the day, and he sleeps in the RV. Then he gets up and continues on his journey or whatever the case may be. There have been a few incidents along the way. It's because he's a child of God. How are there's still sundown town still operating in 2026? Known sundown town. That's a fact. That's a fact, Charlie Hustle. You would think, right? You would think. Not even to say he better than me, man. Listen. And the young boy said, colored people, because you're colored people. I don't mean to sound racist. Then where did you get the term colored from? When colored ain't been used in years or ain't been supposed to be used in decades, huh? It's a sundown country right now. Man, listen. That's why this thumbnail is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's why it is what it is. I want y'all to soak this up because this thumbnail is deep on so many levels. They probably won't pass this around at all on YouTube. So I do need y'all to share this to individuals if you would. But listen, these Bammers here, boy, these Bammers here are vicious with everything that they're trying to do, and I ain't even cracked the seal off this situation yet. The RV is new. We helped find the RV because he was having to stay at hotels along the way. Okay, salute to that. Salute to that. Because I remember that he got pulled over by a police officer before, and somebody had reported him or whatever the case may be. So the officer checked him out. He said he was all good, and he told the officer that he sleep in the RV at the end of the day or whatever. Talk about what Bible you use. That's a fact. That's a fact. Let me keep pushing. Hold on, let me pull up the 411. Hold on, I downloaded that. Boom, bop, bam. With all this mess and madness going on, I wanna give a couple brothers their flowers. I gotta find it though. I got to find the 411. Anyway, these two brothers saved the day of the mass shooting. These two brothers saved the day of the mass shooting. They deserve their flowers for their heroism, heroic addicts, antics. Sorry about that. I'm getting tongue twisted. For their heroic actions. There we go. This is them detailing what went down and what they did and all the things. But yeah, these brothers deserve their flowers.
I see a lot of people running. While she yells out, there's a shooter. I don't know what happened. I just walked over there towards him. He pulled out his gun. We're rough. We're wrestling for the gun. I'm trying to keep it from pointing to me. He's trying to point it this way, point it that way. So as I grab the gun, we fall to the ground, and that's when I'm like, help, help. So I'm pulling the gun away from him. That's when he comes over, hits him, strikes him, keeps him on the ground. I move all the weapons and pull him away from him. I didn't even know until after I pulled the bag of weapons away from him. He had other weapons. Yeah.
So get to the checkout line and the shots fired off. Bow, bow, bow. So I have my two little ones with me. I get them outside. So as my girl, she's like, oh, I left my phone and my keys. So I go back in there and try to receive her property. The worker, she's like, oh, that's the gunman right there. Watch out. So I'm over here. I'm trying to get it for cover now. I notice Clark, he walks up and he grabs the dude like he's trying to get the gun away from him. So when I seen Clark, I go over there and I'm helping Clark out now because now Clark's life is in danger. So when we get him on the ground and all that stuff, Clark,
pushes his bags out of the way, gets his guns away from there and everything. I'm still on there beating this guy up, kicking him up.
That's all we want to do is keep
beating
him
him, everything. Just trying to get him away from this bag.
Because he tried to get back up.
Just to try to get away from the bag. As soon as we did that, the cops pull up. Boom. They all flying around. They pull up. We stopped what we was doing, and they took in their hand.
What happened? This was from me keeping him from pointing the gun at me because we was wrestling, and after he pulled it out of his shirt, I'm holding the gun, keeping the barrel pointed away from me. He's trying to point it towards me. I'm trying to pull it away from him. As I'm doing that, I'm making sure the weapon is not pointed at me. As we struggling, that's when I turned over sideways like this, and that's how I got this.
He got scraped all up on the shoulder.
And as that happened, if he wouldn't have came to help,
Clark would have been gone.
Yeah, I would have been gone.
Clark would have been gone.
I had the gun in my hand, trying to keep it from him from pulling it. After I fell with the gun, he came and struck him.
And it was
took
over.
the gun, got away from him, got the bag. Didn't know, like I said previous.
That's on me, my fault. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. VA power outage. What I was saying, what I was saying was there's something going on with the weather, something fishy, or whatever the case may be. It was hot from Texas all the way up to New York, out of pocket hot. Rain started hitting all over the place. Out of pocket rain. There's a viral video of which I started playing, and I'm about to play again, of this lady who gets swept down the street in floodwaters or whatever the case may be. Look like a ride from out of your favorite water park or whatever the case may be. But that ain't the only place that the waters got outrageous. I'm gonna play another video out of Atlanta where it got hella hectic. But right now, let's watch the lady in pink go whoopsie. She went whoops, and off she went. Hopefully she's all good. Hopefully it didn't end all bad. Hopefully she just, went a few feet and that's it. But that water was raging. It looked like a little fake ghetto white water rafting situation, huh? The rats probably was on a damn soda can surfing down the street up in New York. She, why she ain't do what the other brother did? The other brother took a leap to get over the whole joint. She tried to be dainty, like, oh, I can make it. Whoa, the splash. It was too late. Rolling on the river, that part right there. Charlie Hustle said global warming. Could be. What's going on? The infrastructure in New York, though, it's happening a lot going down in the subways and stuff. That can't be good on the foundations of the structure. They saying every year New York, especially Manhattan, is getting lower and lower. Not New York, the state, New York City, i.e. Manhattan, is getting lower and lower. I think I forget how far it's going down. I don't know if it's 1.6 centimeters, 1.6 feet. I forget, but it's is actually going a little bit lower and lower each year. I think one is too many people on that part of on Manhattan or whatever the case may be. Uh, I don't know. Could it be slowly but surely the chickens coming back to roost? Given that there was certain people that lived in Central Park and certain areas that are no longer there, that lands were taken and or usurped away from them. Nobody knows, but what we do know is they're building up too much, causing it to make the ground slowly but surely um, sink a little bit, along with erosion from natural weather, such as like what we just saw and things of that nature. I don't know. Rolling, rolling on the river. I kind of just look past this story. 'Cause I'm like, it floods in various places or whatever the case may be. But I did see some other footage in New York, and the certain spots that I saw, I was like, damn, it's like that. And the messed up part is, it's businesses right there that this stuff got to be destroyed because ain't no way you getting around that. You see the Wall Street Bull getting burned. The ancestors don't play about us. Now I ain't see that one. I ain't see that one. But this, hold on, where we at? Where we at? I know I uploaded it. I went through a lot this morning trying to get this together for y'all, ladies and gentlemen. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Doo. Hold on. I thought I did upload it. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me upload this real quick. Let me upload this ASAP like rocket. Come on now, Cletus. I apologize for the delay. Hold up. Oh, boom, here it go. About to upload this joint. And Bama's journalism on here is funny as all get out. It's funny as all get out, but I'm pretty sure if you was in the midst of it, it was not funny to you. I can guarantee it was not funny to you. Yeah, yeah. And bam. I apologize again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, GMGers and GMGettes. Is slowly but surely uploading. Just got word from my unofficial official assistant slash manager that that I was mute. Shout out to my official unofficial manager assistant. Anyway, okay, now I can upload it. This next one is out of Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta, Georgia. If you thought New York was something, if you thought New York was something, y'all check this one out.
Atlanta twin, the floodgates have opened in Atlanta. If y'all don't stay y'all ass inside right now, we got Lake Lanier in the city of Atlanta right now. The whole Titanic have pulled up in Atlanta right now. As y'all see right now, all these roads are clogged up right now. It's white water in Atlanta right now. We got Whitewater, Georgia in Atlanta. Don't you worry about going over there to the Beltline. Don't you worry about going over there to go get a shot. Don't you worry about none right now but traffic bumper to bumper. Boop, boop. It ain't even no boom. If we gonna do a boom, boom. Look at this flood that's out here right now. We got to open the floodgates of heaven. Let it rain. That's what it's doing in Atlanta. Let it rain. Come on, somebody. Is there somebody swimming? Atlanta twins, stay your ass in.
Damn it. That water right there is crazy. You know what I'm talking about? Frank Murphy. She's coming. We're working out business logistics so that everything's on the up and up with it. Everything that's going on in the past, we're making sure that the business is business, that everything is everything, that everything is everything. So there won't be no misunderstandings and no bullshittery at a later date. You feel me? So yeah, we just doing things properly. Look, I love our people. He out of pocket. That's crazy though. Listen, he right out from under my own. You know what I'm saying? He cut from the cloth of Big Phil Speaks. He's singing and talking his bullshittery as he talking about what's going on. He's cut from the cloth of Big Phil. You hear me? But damn, did you see all that water? Did you see all that water? And it's like, damn, how, Sway, how? But listen, Mother Nature does what Mother Nature does, allegedly of her own doing, but you never know if there's any kind of manipulation or things going on. But we're gonna leave that again. We're gonna leave that again. You said, so the world about to flood again? Listen, this floods all the time, so it ain't nothing new under the sun. Ladies and gentlemen, those tapping in and tuning in from different places and spaces, make sure you follow me on all platforms, Instagram, YouTube, X, formerly known as Twitter, Twitch, you name it. Big Phil Speaks, wherever I'm at, that's where I be. Big Phil Speaks. TikTok, all the things. Make sure y'all follow a boy, huh? They need to fix that. That's a fact. Just a little rain and the place be flooded out, man. Listen. How y'all dealing with that up there though, Piggy Lace? How do y'all deal with that? Does it operate like that in Brooklyn too, and in the Bronx and certain other places in space, or is it just Manhattan that really gets inundated with water as far as flooding? Does it operate like that in Bronx, Brooklyn, and other areas, or is it just Manhattan that you see that happening? You say, yes, Lord. Elon and those fired all the people at the EPA. Man, listen. You said it's really bad. It was really bad now all over. Oh, wow. Damn. And you couple that with New York's traffic congestion as is, that's a hell of a combination. Carnival and ATL going to be listen. This is getting into the place and space that made me create the thumbnail for this episode or whatever the case may be. I'm gonna start here. A woman was told that she could not buy a meal for a homeless person. Could not buy a meal, purchase a meal for a homeless person. Could not purchase a meal for a homeless person. I'm saying that on purpose over and over. Could not. Was not allowed to purchase with her money a meal for someone that's homeless. What is the world coming to? Y'all pay attention.
Hey, so I was going to order my food and she didn't ask for anything. I heard her ask for some grits. So, and I heard y'all say, this is all we can do for you today. So I wanted to go ahead and buy her some food. And the lady,
I can give you the email of the GM. He sent us out as managers last week, letting us know no matter who tries to buy cannot be bought. And that's not me, that's Eddie, because they say this out. I can give you the email.
So even if I wanted to order me some extra food, I can't order extra food.
If you were to start the conversation with your server and tell you what to do with your go order, she can't say nothing about that. But the moment you say you're trying to buy somebody outside something, Eddie is the one who says we're not allowed.
Well, see, I asked her the lady come sit and eat food with me, and she said no.
Yeah.
So
remember the lady with the cat? She's not even allowed in here.
I understand that she's not allowed in here.
Been off this property. She's not
Right.
in here.
Right, and I feel it. And I understand that I'm not trying to, if she's banned from the restaurant, she's banned. But I do feel like that's a little, inhumane and just like, it's very rude to not, if somebody wants to buy a homeless person something to eat and they didn't even ask and y'all were, like, I just felt like the comment was very unhumane. Like, here, this is how we can give you it, and I get it. I get it because y'all be overwhelmed with it sometimes, but they're still human beings. And that's like, it's foul. Like, I'm so emotional that it's so foul.
And I completely understand, but I can't go over what my general manager says. I'll give you his information. He sent a message out to everyone last week.
So y'all would really let a human being not eat?
That's all I can say, honey. We're told what to say by him, and that's all I can do. That's his information.
Yeah, blown away right now. I'm so fucking blown away. I'm so hurt for humanity. Like, y'all, I'm so fucking hurt for humanity right now. Like, I'm literally, that is probably the saddest thing that I've ever fucking heard, y'all. Like, and I don't even mean to be emotional about this. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm literally fucking shaking. I'm so emotional about that. I can't eat this shit.
I'll go ahead and read the caption that she put under this video. So today I cried in the restaurant parking lot, not because of food, but because of humanity. I watched a homeless woman beg for something as simple as grits while people spoke to her like she was less than human. The crazy part, before I even walked inside, God told me to invite her to breakfast and I ignored it. When I finally went outside to help her, she told me she was banned from the restaurant because she panhandles. I went back in and offered to buy her food with my money. They still said no. Y'all, we are losing compassion. I understand businesses have rules, I understand boundaries, but there's a difference between policies and completely forgetting people are human beings. I used to be, hold on, sorry. I used to be that woman. The only difference is I was too ashamed to ask strangers for help. Please don't lose your heart in a cold world. If you can help somebody, help them. If you can't help, at least be kind. And she put hashtags behind that. It's effed up. It's effed up. It's sad, but business can't have that become a thing as a slippery slope. Should no business should no business be able to tell somebody that they can't buy a meal for somebody? That's crazy to me. I get it, the panhandling, they might not want that around their restaurant. They might look away. They might not want the homeless people coming in dressed a certain way. Maybe. I get that, right? But if somebody wants to treat them to a meal, it doesn't cheapen the restaurant by allowing, i.e., this woman in this situation to buy a plate or whatever the case may be for the homeless person. The homeless person, they not allowing the homeless person in, so it ain't got nothing to do with uh the person coming on the property or any of those things. How the hell they gonna tell somebody to not that you're not allowed to buy anybody food outside? What and like she said, what if I wanted to get some food to take home? Or if you would have started the conversation. So you gotta lie or make up a reason why you want to buy some extra food to go. Make that make sense. Next thing you gonna have people, oh, like your husband might not, or your wife might not have been able to go with you, but they want you to bring them some food home. A family member, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, one of your kids. You want to order something for them, and then they'll start questioning, well, who is this for? None of your damn business. None of your damn business for your mama. That's who it's for. It's none of your damn business. My money, I want to spend it. You in the business of trying to make money, right? By selling your food. Well, then you take this money and go make what the hell it is I asked for. What happened to customer service? What happened to customer service? Like she said, what happened to humanity? At the end of the day, these companies and places a lot of times stow away food and they don't give it to the people because of certain health reasons. If something goes wrong, they can be sued. I get that to a certain degree, but outside of that, that's some BS. It's some BS. It's waste. You're wasting food. You're creating more trash that encourages animals to come pick at the trash. You don't want to feed people that need it, but you'll create a situation for animals to come pick up the trash, which creates other health hazards. But who the hell are any of them waitresses, managers, hostess, district managers, or whatever to tell me who the hell and what the hell I can purchase with my money? If that's the case, I don't need to be doing business in your restaurant, period. I don't need to spend not a red penny in this bitch. Excuse my mouth. Cause ain't nowhere in hell you can tell me I can't buy whoever the hell I want to buy some food for. There's no way in hell you can tell me that. No way. No way. There should be fines or there should be punishment for them doing that. I would be pissed. I'll say this, ladies and gentlemen. We are in some trying times. If you would like to be a humanitarian, a philanthropic individual, somebody with a heart and cares, just don't tell them who you, getting a plate for or make something up. It's sad you gotta do that because it really ain't their damn business, no way. Just go on and purchase you a plate of something to go, and you just go give it to whoever you wanna give it to. Because it's gonna cause an argument, it's gonna cause maybe a fight or 2, it's gonna cause some issues. Ish like that. It's gonna cause some 'cause it's gonna be like, I'm a grown ass man, or in her case, a grown ass woman. How you gonna tell me what and who I can what? What? If I wanna buy a plate and then throw it in the trash, that's my business, right? It's my money. If I wanna buy something and give it to somebody else, it's my business. That's my money. Your business is what's in this building, and it's to serve food and me to purchase it. That's your business. Yeah, you might not want certain people to come into your establishment or whatever because of the look and or the fact that they're begging or whatever the case may be. Cool, cool. But like the lady said, they're not they're not the person was not coming into the restaurant because they know they're banned. Just buy it and go outside and give it to them. That's a fact. Why didn't she just order the food and give it to the lady? Why did she have to announce it or ask for it? She probably what Charlie, she probably was thinking innocently, I'm trying to do something nice for this lady. Yeah, I wanna order a plate for somebody. Just innocently speaking, I wanna buy a plate or dinner or whatever the case may be for somebody outside less fortunate. Probably thinking nothing of it. Probably thinking nothing of it. But then for whoever that was, probably the waitress first and then management or whatever to come and say all that bullshit, to me, that's crazy. To me, that's crazy. Very crazy. Very crazy. I'm just saying. But that story leads into this next story, which really was the catalyst for the thumbnail and this whole situation. And I believe it to be, if it's not the same in other places, I believe it's probably gonna be the proving grounds for what they're trying to roll out, ladies and gentlemen. Louisiana homeless bill. They passed a homeless bill on one level, and I think they're trying to get it through another level. So whereas if you're homeless, it's now against the law, and you're gonna get locked up and placed in jail to where you gotta do they're gonna put you to work, slave labor. Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on one second. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to take care of something real quick. Thank you for your patience or whatever. But yeah, as I was saying, if you're homeless in Louisiana, it's now a crime to be homeless. You will be put in jail. There's different penalties starting at 6 months on down to 2 years, and you gotta and you're gonna have to work. Or or be put in a treatment program. And if you can't hold on. And with the treatment program, you have to pay for the treatment program. And if you can't afford the treatment program, guess what? You're gonna be made to work for free for the state for however long to pay for the treatment. It's a sick situation, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's a proving ground for some of this bullshit that they trying to roll out, or whatever the case may be, with repealing these voting acts and all the things. Y'all pay attention to this video, would you?
Louisiana, I need to talk to you for a second. Your House just passed a bill called HB 211, the so-called Streets to Success Act, that makes it a crime to be homeless in public. That's right. If you're unhoused and you fall asleep in a park, under a bridge, or on a sidewalk that's not a designated campground, you can be arrested just for trying to survive the night. First offense, up to a $500 fine and at least 6 months in jail. Second time, now we're talking a felony, up to a $1,000 fine and a 1 to 2 years in prison with or without hard labor. Some folks will say, but Ryan, they created a homelessness court and a treatment program. This is about help. Read the fine print. HB 211 says if you're arrested under this law, you can be pushed into at least a 12-month treatment program through this new court. On paper, it looks like a choice, jail or treatment. But that treatment is not free. The bill says you are responsible for paying all or part of the cost of that court-ordered program. And if you cannot pay because you're homeless, because you're broke, because the system has already failed you, you will be required to work it off through unpaid labor for the government or community organizations. So, what are the choices for the unhoused? Prison, forced treatment you have to pay for, or forced labor if you're too poor to pay. Family, when the state tells you the poorest people work for free, submit to our program, or go to prison, that's not compassion, that's coercion. That is a 21st century form of slavery written in legal language. And here's the painful irony. Louisiana has one of the very highest poverty rates in the nation. Nearly 1 in 5 Louisianans living below the federal poverty line. Instead of saying, let's attack poverty, let's build housing, let's raise wages, let's expand mental health and addiction services, lawmakers are saying, let's criminalize the people who got left behind. Louisiana, there is a better way. At Main Street, we believe in empowerment, not slavery. Unity of Greater New Orleans, Covenant House, New Orleans, St. Vincent de Paul, and Baton Rouge. If you are any of these organizations, or if you know of any other nonprofits anywhere in Louisiana serving people who are unhoused, we want to volunteer our services to stand with you. We know bad credit is blocking people from jobs and housing. We know entrepreneurship can be a lifeline. We know financial education can turn survival into stability. So here's how we want to help. Main Street is ready to provide digital financial education programs, credit repair support, and entrepreneurship classes for your clients at no cost to them. We can also partner with you to approach financial institutions and other funders to raise money that expands your outreach and services. If you're a nonprofit in Louisiana or no one serving this population, connect with us. Text our economic hotline, 917-809-4231. Let's teach your people, let's grow your impact, and let's build a Louisiana where the most vulnerable are lifted up, not locked up.
Charlie also say, I don't understand how Louisiana still has any residents that MF state is horrible. Uptown Jay says they will find a way to try to get us back into slavery. Shaking my head, this shit is beyond sad. Peep Scheme said we never left slavery, just a new worker. The issue, the problem is this. The problem is it's all being done right in our faces, right up under our noses, basically. And what are we doing about it? What are we doing about it? The people that you're voting in the office when you vote are doing this. When you withhold your vote and don't vote, you're still part of the problem. Whether you think your vote matters or not, on a local level, your vote matters more than you think it does. Those of you that choose not to vote or whatever the case may be, I'm not saying those that are legally unable to vote, but those that can vote and you don't, you might as well not complain about nothing that's going on. You might as well go ahead and check in for duty to go pick some fruit or something, cotton or anything else. Since you okay with the quid pro quo, since you okay with it being the status quo, I mean, and for you good old uh great Americans who voted for this individual and all these plans and things, you should be happy too and go sign up because a lot of y'all are not in the tax bracket that you're gonna be exempt from all this stuff. And the problem is it's gonna affect a lot of people. They building up more of these ICE centers, building up more of these privatized jails. I know my camera's off. I know, 'cause I got the whole thing up. I got the what you call it up instead, the screensaver. Y'all see the, thumbnail, right? I got the thumbnail up there on purpose. Hey, Villa Dupree, those that voted for Frumpy Frump and all his cronies and all these things, y'all need to go sign up because y'all are not in the most of y'all are not in the tax bracket that you're gonna be exempt from this stuff. All the effects, the gas rising, the food getting, uh, outrageously high, food getting more and more contaminated or unhealthy. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? Tell you what, is voting season now. Do something about it locally. When the big race comes, do something about it in the voting booth. No matter how hard it might be to get to the booth, because some of y'all will stand in line for hours for concert tickets, you'll stand in line for hours for tennis shoes and other bullshiggery. Whatever inconveniencing thing that they put in your way to vote, you persevere. Because if you don't see it happening, you better understand something wicked this way comes. Something wicked this way comes. Pay attention. Pay attention. Some of y'all think y'all are excluded, exempt, above it all. Oh, it ain't gonna happen to me. My job is solid. The more and more they roll out this technology, this AI technology, and these robots and and robotic hardware and all these things to complete a job or whatever the case may be, more and more you are gonna be out of a job and gonna be left to minuscule work that'll be less than blue collar work. Understand that. The primary elections are the playoffs of the primary elections. They are important as F2. That's a fact. That's a fact. I keep saying it. The local elections are more important than even the presidency. More important because who you get on a local level at some point esteems to be high in the political chain. One, two, you can affect locally. Who can affect your senators and congressmen and the like way more than you just worrying about affecting the president. But they can put up a fight against the president, and if it's enough of some good people in position, they can make a change and make things happen. Why you think Frumpy Frump is going out of his way to get people to not be able to vote, to change the map of the voting districts? Why you think they doing all these things? Why you think that got all this war going on? The deflection from all the things. The midterms, yeah. Why you think all that's going on? Because he's afraid that if enough good people get into office, he gonna have problems, which could cause him to lose his presidency and or his freedom. And he's not looking forward to that. We're in uncharted territory. We in strange times. You got people that have been plotting and planning for years to rewind time or to revert us back to a time and place and space. Some of y'all don't like your own skin that you're in, let alone the people in your neighborhood. But you're gonna get a rude awakening when you realize who else are you gonna be able to turn to at a time. Who else are you gonna be able to turn to when it comes to trying to thrive and strive to stay alive, so to speak? No bar intended. I work the polls too. I see the turnout Tuesday, 200,000 of over 900,000 registered actually voted, and that's sad. That's sad. That's sad. A lot of y'all, hey, Devly, who can I run to? That's a fact. We all we got, whether we realize it or not. We are all we got at the end of the day, no matter how you feel about your neighbor, your family member, or whatever the case may be, we are all we got. And it's gonna become more and more evident as time goes on. And a lot of y'all be woeing and crying and moaning and bitching and complaining about how things are. These laws being implemented, these bills being passed, these bills and laws being repealed, or whatever the case may be, how the courts are acting their ass all the way up into the rotten ass Supreme Court. Make sure those of you that act like you don't care, make sure those of you that think you above it all, make sure you keep that same energy when shit hit the fan and all your credentials and everything else start to mean nothing. Nothing. I meant to get this video and I'm gonna get it for Monday's show, where it talks about all the degrees that some of y'all have esteemed to receive and did hard work in school to receive that will no longer be accredited and no longer be worth their weight in paper, or whatever the case may be. Y'all keep that same energy. Soon y'all gonna have to come run back home like, "I'm sorry, I was tricked, I was hoodwinked, I was bamboozled, I was led astray." It's a lot going on out here, people. I'll make sure I have my AI remote job if that's something like that ever happen. But see, that's the thing, Marquise. Soon they're getting better with automated intelligence, artificial intelligence, that you can have a conversation with somebody and it not even be a human at all. Certain drive-throughs you go through now, they're taking your full order with a automated person, artificial intelligent person, not a real person. I ain't talking about the little recording that they say, but actually interact with you and talk back and forth about your order. It's already begun. I've gone in fast food places and seen how many people are working in the back and how slow they are and how customer service is even less than what it was before all these computer softwares where you can place your order and all that. They'll see you standing right there at the counter and won't even speak to you for a few minutes. Walk right past you like it's nothing. Like they've been told not to speak to you. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. There's gonna come a time like all these self-checkout, all these self-checkout counters at stores. Yeah, they can be convenient to a certain degree. And a lot of the store employees, they think it's cool. They think it's cool a lot of times because like they can chill a little bit more. They don't know they chilling themselves right the hell out of a job. Right out of a job. We living in times when in certain areas and places when you dial 911, it's not even picked up by a human. It's a recording. And you might not get through right away. When you dial 911, sometimes it's an extreme emergency. You need to holler at somebody ASAP like Rocky to get some help. And you're put through like the chain of events to try to even report your situation or get some help to you. Whether it's a medical emergency or a criminal emergency where somebody's attacking you or something. Make that make sense. Some of these jobs are being replaced by AI technology when it comes to the implementation of even the IT side of it. Even the IT side of it. You're either useful or useless. Yeah, that's a fact, Marquis. Robots suck too. They have to study humans to be great. They're talking about how fast AI is learning and how it's growing or whatever the case may be. And if you think about it, the chat GBTs and the other softwares are getting better and better at creating what it is you want and or creating virtual versions of us and being able I can utilize software and create enough content without me physically being here and have somebody look just like me doing it. You see what's going on with the music? There's a whole lot of AI music that you listen to on a day-to-day basis, especially on IG. Some of you know it's AI, some of you don't. Understand something. I said it earlier. Something wicked this way comes. Something wicked this way comes. Y'all better wake the hell up. Table talk. What table talk you talk about, Villa? And you individuals that all you think about is effery, bullshiggery, and all that, and you thrive off that, and that's the only thing you into? There's a reckoning coming. We teaching AI every time we ask it a question. That's a fact. That's a fact. Teaching it by asking the question, by responding, by the things we create, by the voices that we input into its systems is definitely. You weren't here earlier. I said that she's coming back, Marquise. We're getting the business part of it straight. We're getting the business part of it straight so that there's no misunderstandings, no way around the board about anything involving the shows that she's on, etcetera. Recompense and I mean, compensation, etcetera. Where I used it for something and halftime gives you right answer, halftime and don't. But it's better than that now. It's better than that now, Villa Dupree. It's better than that now. Y'all better be careful. Y'all that are in customer service positions, y'all that are in analyst positions, y'all that are in certain positions where you use facts and figures, certain positions to whereas you counsel or give therapy, like mental therapy to individuals. Be careful. Your jobs are what you call it. Even those of you that work in warehouses and such, they're creating robots and robotic hardware to do your jobs. Those of you that that drive forklifts around, they coming up with automated forklifts with technology to be able to sense every slot, every corner, every turn, whatever the case may be. They're creating assembly lines that don't include you having to screw in a nail, pack a box, nothing. They've been on the technologies of autonomous cars for those of you that do ride sharing apps far as Lyft and Uber. Hell, they got these little robotic things that look like robotic coolers that will deliver from the store to your residence, to your block, to your dorm, the foods that you order. Eventually, a lot of these things that we take for granted will be gone. Y'all better start getting a side hustle or getting acclimated and educated and doing certain type of works that can't be taken away by a robot. Learn AI. Bryson Leach, what's goody like the mob, huh? I said the autonomous cars, which is self-driving car, Villa Dupree. It's facts in certain places already robots. I have seen inside the meta labs where they study humans to make the tech. It takes a lot of studying to mimic humans because we constantly evolve. Even stuff like how we hear, wear our hair is hard to mimic. That's a fact. Oh, you talking about the interrogation rooms? They talking about doing another one, Villa Dupree. Try not to mention the cast members and host names. Please be mindful. I ain't tripping off that. It's all good. There's a whole AI corridor in the middle of gentrified Pittsburgh because CMU is here, so is Google, Meta, etc. Oh, yeah? That's it right there. AI can be a good thing for certain things. Use it to your advantage, as Peep Scheme says. Hopefully, the goal will be to get out of the rat race and get yourself up to a certain level so you can look out for you and your family because things gonna get difficult in the future because a lot of our youngins are lost. They're not teaching AI in the schools. They're not half teaching a lot of things in the school no more. They're not teaching kids handwriting, cursive handwriting. So where are the signatures gonna go? What is it gonna go to a thumbprint? Thumbprint can be stolen. It can be lifted and utilized without you being there. What's it going to what would you sign a contract with your eyesight looking into what you call it? A lens detector or whatever you wanna call it. I forget what it's called when you put your eye in there or whatever to see that it's you. That can be mimicked or breached and utilized. Imma always study the folks who study us, as you should, as you should. A lot of people are afraid to open a book. A lot of people are afraid to look into things that concern them and or could better them. A lot of people want it all, but wanna do nothing for it. A lot of people looking for the handout instead of the hand up. A lot of people are turning their nose up and looking envious at other individuals for trying to better themselves, as opposed to either peeping out what they're doing and soaking up and applying it to your life and or finding your own way into, getting into a better position. I'm about to brush up on my own cursive skills with the neighborhood kids this summer because I can barely write it now from so much typing. Oh, wow. Understand something. If you don't have a signature, you basically just become a statistic. Back in the day, I'm gonna give you some history. Back in the days, before we were, as black people, were allowed to read and write, when it was time for a black person to sign something, they signed with an X. Anybody can write an X down. With all the things that are going on, all the things being taken, and all this, you the one thing you don't want to be is reduced to signing with an X or with a thumb or with your pupil. You want to have something that's specific to you. Yeah, your thumbprint is specific to you, but it can be lifted off of certain textures, glass and other textures, and reutilized. Your signature, yes, somebody can try to forge it, but it's a lot more difficult than actually taking some tape and lifting a fingerprint. Your signature is a lot more difficult to recreate than somebody taking some tape and getting your thumbprint and then using it where they need to use it. Make sure you read before you sign that X too. That's a factamundo. Most of the historical documents, including the ones we need for lineage checks, are in cursive. Factamundo. Even the Constitution is written in cursive. Factamundo. Understand something, ladies and gentlemen. There was a reason that I made this cover. In hearing about the Louisiana Homeless Act, the privatization of more privatization of prisons and the ICE centers out there, the way in which America is calling themselves great or trying to be great through racial divide and bigotry and suppressing people and all the things, I think I did pretty good dictating what it is I wanted in that thumbnail. I think I did pretty good. But I will say this. We are on a journey. We have a road to travel. No matter if you wanna travel the road or not, you must travel it, proverbially. How you travel it, that's on you. How far you go or get to, that's on you. Will you have help along the way? That's on you. But you're gonna have to walk it out one way or the other. You're gonna deal with how things are as they are and how as they're becoming, or you gonna fight to make a change. Voting, standing up, speaking out, galvanizing, activating, doing something. I don't care who you prefer as far as political party, because neither one of them are the best. And I've always said it, if you are a Bible reader, all you have to do is look during Jesus's time, through his life, and read who were the Sadducees and the Pharisees. Who were the Sadducees and the Pharisees? Sadducees being the Democrats, the Pharisees being the Republicans. If you think I'm lying, go read it for yourself, and you'll come back and be like, "You know what? It's something to that. It's something to why this system is the way that it is." Understand that, but it also shows you that there's nothing new under the sun. The technology is different. The way in which we communicate is a little bit different, but there's nothing new under the sun. People are playing with our freedoms, playing with our well-being, playing with our health, playing with our civil liberties, and we allowing them to do it. We'd rather be beefing with each other about shit that ain't got shit to do with us. We'd rather go along to get along. We'd rather mind our business, even though what's going on is very much our business. The accounts of Gog and Magog, I think, is the spelling. Yeah, that's a fact, Sarah Lynn. That's a fact. Villa Dupree, you kind of off on it. It said Louisiana wasn't based on homeless. We were based on domestic, not homeless. Now that's no. The act that Louisiana's passing is about homeless becoming indentured servants, slaves. The the fact that we could find money for all the sucker stuff, the war, various things, trying to recompense the January Sixers, but you can't find money to end hunger, end homelessness in the United States. But other countries can. Hell, in Russia, you got free healthcare. I think it's Canada, you got free healthcare. You mean the United States can't do that? Or don't wanna do that? Keisha Hall can have herself a ball if her assets are in order. I see you in the building. The last weeks of school, I haven't been able to log on and to watch. I watch the replays. Hope you all have a good Friday, Phil. Hugs, everyone. Talk to you later. Thank you for checking in, Keisha Hall. I appreciate you as usual. I take it that means you're a teacher or administrator. There's a lot going on because they want a slave class at all times. That's it right there. That's a fact. We talk about upper class, middle class, low class, slave class. Today, Villa Dupre, when I'm talking, yeah, because there's a Louisiana homeless bill that they passing that says it's gonna be illegal. I think it takes effect in July. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it takes effect in July. That if you're homeless, you're going to jail or into a treatment program. And if you can't pay for the treatment program, you got to work for free, which is indentured servitude, slavery, to be in the treatment program. It's crazy out here. A lot of other countries have free healthcare, colleges, etc. The U.S. is full of greed. We aren't even supposed to be paying taxes, but we are. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a whole nother conversation because the tax code was written for commercial, for businesses to pay tax. Make that make sense. That's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole nother Pandora's box. Whole nother Pandora's box. I'll say this, ladies and gentlemen. This is Pro Day weekend. I know in my area is gonna be rainy. I heard down in certain areas it's gonna be rainy. I know about New York. Yeah, you got people running around here, acting up and acting out, activating and doing things to people. You got to be mindful of that. My Boost Mobile is acting up again. What happened? I froze. Am I still frozen? Am I still frozen? Can y'all see me? Can y'all see me regularly? Can y'all see me or hear me regularly? Let me see what's going on. Let me go over to YouTube. Y'all can hear me though? It ain't my Wi-Fi. This is not me. This is definitely not me. Y'all can hear me? Let me know. Maybe I'm speaking too much of the real and they don't like it. Maybe I'm speaking too much of the real and they don't like it. Hopefully y'all can hear. Oh, we can hear you. Okay. Maybe I'm just talking too real and they not liking it. Maybe they talking too real and they not liking it. It's all good. I'm about to end the show anyway. But hopefully y'all have gleaned everything that I'm saying. Marquise, that's not even funny. That's not even funny. First and foremost. Anywho, despite what may be going on, because my internet is perfect. So maybe somebody's playing around with this broadcast. But in spite of that, smile, ladies and gentlemen, because you just might not know what it might do for somebody, including yourself. More importantly, love on somebody on purpose, with purpose. Last but not least, I'm not anti you. I'm pro me with the emphasis on building we. Let that marinate in your melon to the next time we can chop it up and have a tay. Until that day, I holla.
We're one big happy family. We're one big happy family. Hey, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you come back again. Tell a friend, tell a friend. It's GMG and Big Fifth Speech.
Listen, y'all tapping and tuning tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Feel the Love Fridays where the grown folks come to talk and play and have at it. Until then, go out here, be great. Enjoy your Friday, ladies and gentlemen. It's rainy here, but I'm going to enjoy every minute of it.